People will buy literally anything online, and I mean anything. So to prove this, I made 3 of the most useless products I could think of and tried to sell them for real cash. The products will get increasingly dumber and difficult to sell. But now, let's get to product 1. Okay, so for the first product, I'm thinking, what's something so important people can't live without? Something so important you'd literally die without it. Oxygen. I'm gonna be selling oxygen. So I bottled some up, slapped the label on it, and even did a little photo shoot. But now we gotta turn this into a real brand. Okay, so let's make a logo for our premium oxygen. All right, we're gonna call this Pure Air. All right, let me cook for a second. Alright, and here it is. I think this is good enough for the brand, and now we just need to make the website. So after buying the website, it's taken 4 whole hours to build it. Alright, there we have it. Our website is finally live, and we are gonna be charging 15 bucks for this jar of air. Now all we have to do is find some customers. Okay, so now I've got the product, but nobody's gonna buy a jar of air from a random account. I gotta make this thing look real. Basically, I gotta convince people that this is an actual company and not just some random guy in his room. So I set up the socials and posted videos to advertise it, but now we just gotta wait for people to see it. Okay, so we got some traction. We get a few likes, some views, but let me read some of these comments because they're low-key crazy. This guy literally said, "This is just a Lorax, bro. This old hair air." He's basically comparing me to this guy from the Lorax movie who also sells bottled air. This guy put a gift saying, "That's enough effects, bro. Old hair air," heartbreak emoji. And so far we got 4 followers, but it's mostly people just laughing at my product. So yeah, that was a flop. Turns out nobody wants to buy a jar of air. Who would have thought? And not only did it not work, I'm now down $25 for buying the website. So we technically would have gone bankrupt if we kept going with this company. Now we gotta lock in for the next 2 products. If air was too useless, maybe I need to make something that people really can't resist from buying. So for product 2, I'm going big. A lot of people want a pet, but they just don't want to deal with all the feeding and walking it and all that. So what if you had a pet with zero maintenance? So I made a pet rock, and honestly, they turned out adorable. Now I gotta convince people to actually buy a rock. And we're gonna go a different route for this company. We're gonna call it Rocky Pals. I'm the go, bro. I'm the go. I didn't even make this. I just told AI to do it. So I went ahead, bought the website, and took a whole eternity to build it. Guys, we finally finished the website fully. Let's go. And there we have our website. Oh my goodness. You don't understand how long I've been working on this website for. I feel like I've gone insane. Building a website for rocks. I did make a sign-up waiting list so that people could put their email and they will get notified once these rocks launch. And if you scroll down here, you can see that we actually have a Rocky Pals pack and a Rocky Pals pet rock. And once somebody actually tries to buy them, I get a counter telling me how many people have actually tried to purchase it. The final thing we have to do now to kickstart this company is actually make the social media accounts. So let's do that. The plan is to post a video a day for a whole week, and every single person that follows gets their own custom rock with their name written next to it. So now people have a reason to follow and maybe even buy it. So after shooting the TikTok videos, editing them, and then posting it, we managed to get 30 followers on TikTok right now. So now we're gonna be making 30 rocks or 30 pet rocks, whatever you want to call it. Let's go. So I made all the pet rocks for every person who followed, wrote the name of each individual one, and put them in groups for every TikTok we're gonna post, and then got to recording every single one. And now that we have all the clips to promote our pet rocks, it's now time to make all the TikToks for them. So let's do that. Making custom pet rocks until I have a rock army. Follow this account if you want your own pet rock. And done. We're finally done with this short video. We just have to post it and hopefully it does well. I just really hope it goes well, honestly, because this could skyrocket our sales with this product. Yo guys, it's been a few days since we posted the shorts to TikTok and they're actually doing pretty good. It's just crazy how people started following me just because I made a couple rocks for them. But as you can see right now, we got 170 followers and 188 likes, as well as a bunch of comments people left, which is looking pretty promising. This guy said, "How can I buy him? I want a pet rock. I want to be a rock too. Yo, I follow you and keep going. Here before viral. Here before you go viral." This is a big W. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting this at all. This guy said, "Please, I want to have a pet rock. Can I have a really, really big pet rock?" Oh, and I follow, of course. If you guys remember this sign up that we left on the website so that people could leave their email and wait for the release of these rocks, we actually got 7 emails. And if we scroll down through the website on the buy now button, when you click it, there is 19 people who want a Rocky Pal. 19 people actually clicked this button and like genuinely wanted to buy this. So this one actually worked. We went from 0 to almost 200 followers. Comments flooding in with people interested, and some even want to buy a rock. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect people to be this into into it, especially since I made just a couple of rocks. I'll be checking the actual purchases at the end since we gotta let some time pass anyway, but for now, let's get to our final product, and we're going all in with this one. For my final product, I just need something ridiculous enough to actually sell, since this is our last chance to get something right on this video. But for this one, I think I may have gone a little too far. You know, sometimes when I put on cologne, the smell's just a little too much. So I decided to make a cologne with no scent. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna be pouring water onto a spray bottle. We're gonna be selling that to people. It's made for people who want to smell like absolutely nothing. Yo, I'm the go, bro. I'm the go. So I went ahead and made the bottle. And yeah, this might have been the worst idea yet. But that's the point. That's the point of this video. So it's okay. And guys, since this is the final product for the video, I'm gonna have to do something very extreme to actually sell this one. I'm gonna come up to random people and ask them to rate it from 1 to 10 so that they can tell me whether they would buy them or not and if they actually like it. But the thing is that this cologne has no smell. They might act like they like it even though it has no smell, or they might just be honest and be like, this smells like bullshit. Let's just go ahead and go for it. And I got my bro here to help me out with the camera. Let's go. So we drove to the mall until it was finally time to actually go for it. Alright, let's go. So I get to the mall, ready to go, and immediately everyone starts saying no. Like, every single person.
Un review de unas colonias. ¿Quieres darme una llave?
Estamos vendiendo.
No quiero nada, no estoy lleno.
Yo, everyone is saying no, bro. What the f? But after getting rejected thousands of times, I finally found someone willing to try it. So I asked them to rate the cologne from 1 through 10. Del 1 al 10, ¿cuánto le da?
Le doy un 9, tiene un olor muy bueno, pero es un poquito como suave, pero tiene buen olor.
Okay. At this point, I'm trying to keep my composure, but what he said next is what got me. ¿La compraría?
Yo diría que sí, sí me gustó.
Let's freaking go. At this point, I could not celebrate in front of his face, but we got a 9 out of 10 from some completely random guy from the mall for this cologne. But apart from this guy, I got a second person to rate this product. I'm here with my brother, and he's about to give me an honest review on the cologne that we made to see if it's actually worthy or not.
But I'll let you know if it's terrible, bro.
Alright. What do you think?
It's good, yeah.
From 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
Honestly, a 7. At least
7?
a 7, yeah.
Why not an 8 or a 10?
I don't know, I just think it could be better, honestly.
Well, you guys heard it here. My boy gave it a 7 out of 10. Low-key, that's not bad at all. That's a W in my books. So far, we gotten a 9 out of 10 from the random guy from the mall, and now my brother is giving me a 7. So, he low-key balling right now. But the final question is, would you buy this cologne?
Honestly, if it's expensive, I wouldn't buy it. But if it's a reasonable price, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, there we go, guys. He actually is down to buy this cologne. Now, a few days have passed, so let's move on to the pet rock purchases. And a lot of people were clearly interested to actually go ahead and buy these from all sorts of different countries. And honestly, it would have been a huge pain for me to go ahead and ship these myself from a third world country. So to prove it works, I went ahead and ran some orders through some family, and they were genuinely happy to have these rocks. Like, they loved them. Oh, and since we're talking about results, we also managed to get 2 people on this video genuinely interested and wanting to buy the no scent cologne, which is like insane to me. So it turns out you can literally sell completely useless stuff. Well, here's the thing, it took an insane amount of effort to pull this off. And honestly, if you can put this much work into selling something so stupid, imagine putting all that effort into something that actually matters. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.